Alright guys, so we're all familiar with Palumboism and Dave Palumbo, but I think this condition of distended gut phenomena needs a new name, and that name is going to be Lennyism, and we're going to get to that in a minute, because there's a new character on the scene named Big Lenny, and he has the most severe case of this gut distension, aka Palumboism, that I've ever seen, and since that is the case, I believe he far surpasses Dave Palumbo's case of Palumboism. So since he is the most extreme case, this phenomena should be renamed after him because he is the epitome, the pinnacle of this gut distension and extremity shrinkage. Now here's a picture of Big Lenny. He's pictured on the right. He is the one with the gut nearly 3 times the width of the guy next to him, but you can still see his ab muscles. So this is clearly a very unique situation that's going on with this midsection. Now, Big Lenny is a character from the YouTube channel, the Del Rey Misfits. If you are familiar with Jason Genova, he is also affiliated with him. I'm actually a big fan of the Del Rey Misfits. I think they're very entertaining. Big Lenny as a person seems like a very humble, down-to-earth, genuine, funny, caring guy. And I have no hate or disrespect for him as a person, but his physique is certainly a sight to be seen in terms of bodybuilding. Now, typically, the symptoms of Palumboism, aka now named Lennyism, is a shrinkage of the extremities, the gut becoming the focal point of the physique, and the chest kind of caving in towards the bottom and still being relatively thick towards the top. And this is a very clear picture of such symptoms. The legs, you can tell, are severely undersized for the size of his physique. The arms aren't looking too bad in this photo right here, but you can definitely tell that the gut is still the focal point of the physique. You can tell that the bottom of the pecs are starting to diminish and kind of fade, whereas the top is still kind of thick. Now, we're really not sure what causes this phenomena. A lot of people will say HGH. A lot of people will say carb loading. A lot of people will blame insulin. A lot of people will blame just the sheer amount of calories that someone the size of Big Lenny eats. Now, this guy is 330 pounds in the off season. He's fairly tall as well. Here's a close-up of his gut. As you can see, the chest is just starting to fade away towards the bottom. The gyno is pretty bad, and it just really starts to disappear into the gut, which is a classic symptom of Palumboism. As well as the vascularity of the gut. That seems to be another common sign of Palumboism, aka Lennyism, is a super vascular gut. And we see this here. So here's a zoomed out version of the photo. In this photo, you can see the shrinkage of the arms and legs a little bit better. This photo, the arms look smaller. I believe that's the same contest as the previous photo where he was hitting a front double biceps. But the biceps are definitely looking small compared to the gut, which is certainly the focal point of this photo. As you can see, the gut sticks out so far that the flash actually bounces off the gut from the camera and does not even hit the arms. It does hit the legs, but there's so much gut protruding so far forward that the flash is actually bouncing off of the gut and none of the extremities, except for the front of the legs. So that's pretty bad right there. So again, I certainly think that this condition needs to be renamed Lennyism because this is clearly the most extreme case of all these symptoms combined into one package. I think he far surpasses Dave Palumbo in this area. So this next photo here, let's get to it. Oh, and the ironic part is these photos are from the RX Muscle website, which is Dave Palumbo's company. So there's another photo of the gut looking pretty bad, arms looking pretty small. And here is a picture of terminal Lennyism, stage 5, as I like to call it. This is right before death. The final stage of Lennyism, the gut just goes so far to the left and to the right that just stretches out the body and crushes the rib cage, and just completely tears apart the human body. So that's the end of the video, guys. Lennyism.